So best thing about working with Greatwave so far is the ability for us to really build on our agentic AI journey without having to go through years and years of development and training internally. The ability for us to roll out agents at pace in our own, with our own developers and in our own time, importantly. I'm Phil McGill, I'm Chief Engineer at PXC. We are a national wholesaler of broadband connectivity. We have circa 3 million broadband customers on the network through our various partners, and about 100,000-ish Ethernet and other types of connectivity products. Our biggest strategic focus for us as an organisation is driving new connectivity products into our market. So things like FTTP and SGIA. What we are not is a AI software delivery organisation. We are on our mission with AI to enable us to be easier to do business with, to be more efficient, and to enable our colleagues to also be more efficient in our day-to-day running. And Greatwave is absolutely fundamental to us being able to deliver on those aspirations. Our journey's been quite interesting. So we did everything from playing with the open source models, playing with some of them. ChatGPT was obviously where all this kicked off from a couple of years back. Using OpenAI's API platform, which, although good, was how do you scale that into production was the bit we sort of stumbled. We also tried creating our own using open source LLMs, building our own RAG platforms, but again, it's hard as an organisation when it isn't your USP. We are a UK wholesaler of fixed connectivity. That is our USP. So we sort of ways of doing this. And then we came up with the idea of there must be somebody out there who's doing this as a day job, which is where we want it to be. So one of the most exciting ones, and my personal favourite, is the summarisation of communications to our partners. So trying to get engineers to enter data into a form that's in a nice format that goes out to a partner that's been spell checked and censured, and make sure it means the right thing to them is quite complicated, when our engineers really want to A, get the fault fixed, and or B, get on with doing building something new, etc., etc. So the work the guys have done allows us to basically summarise that in a form where it's the same format each time. It sounds the same. It's got the same look and feel from a text perspective, not just from a templating perspective. Having to do that manually, that's months and months and months of writing code, take notes out of systems, etc. Because of the way we can integrate into the Greatwave platform via APIs, allows us to take data out of our incident management system, or our ticketing system, or our order management platform, run that through an agent, and then get the response straight back so we can send it out. So it simplifies the pipeline of being able to do that massively. So if you think about it, if we were to do this ourselves, right, we have to do all of this engineering around the side. It's getting all of the data architecture set and running it through all of our security teams and all the encryption. In reality, what PXC want to do is innovate by actually using the AI, and that's what the Greatwave platform gives us. Yeah, I mean, the platform itself is phenomenal. We have literally gone from a group of really highly skilled software engineers and converted them into really highly skilled AI engineers, because all of the complexity around AI has been taken away. The key for us is how quickly can we roll this out across our functions? How quickly can our select at the moment, but will be bigger going forward, team be able to spin up agents? And we are talking days, not months, to build and roll out and get ready to test and iterate on an agent. The platform itself, you can literally spin up an agent to answer simple questions or even complex RAG questions as well in minutes. In literally 5 to 6 minutes. It's absolutely brilliant. The Great Wave AI platform allows us to really innovate at pace. It also allows us to fail at pace as well. So, for example, we do put some documentation in there. We ask it some sets of questions. We do some generic prompt engineering with it. It may not come back with actually the right answer, or in fact the data that we're using or the documentation that we're using doesn't help and we need to go back to the drawing board. Because it's taken us a couple of minutes to spin up an agent, we've not lost loads of time. Whereas if you're trying to do that on your own, it might take you 5, 6, 7 days to spin up an agent and then go, it doesn't work, right, what do I need to do? Go back to the drawing board. We're iterating incredibly quickly. What the engineers like the Great Wave platform, because they can spend most of their time then working on their prompts, not having to work on all the other things as well. So yeah, great. The other part, I suppose, to the Great Wave story for PXC is the engagement that we've had with the team. The team are absolutely brilliant. They know the platform inside out. They also know the subject matter inside out as well. They know what the best type of indexes to use, or how to help shape your prompts to make your agents be even more efficient and again use less tokens, but also come back quicker and give you the right answers more efficiently. The support we've had from them is second to none. Nothing's ever too much for them to do. A great story of what it's like to work with Great Wave really is they are subject matter experts in what they do, and one of the things we wanted to try and do was get the platform to be able to do a call out to an external API. So having a chat with the guys about it, we had a bit of a conversation on what sort of things would it need to be. A week and a half later, it was in the platform. So the ability to go from idea through to delivery to us and then into our agents within a couple of weeks is absolutely phenomenal. Our relationship with Great Wave has been from day one brilliant. So from the initial conversations all the way through the contracting journey, through our security accreditation with Great Wave as an organisation, nothing has been too much trouble, and we continue on with that, with our journey with Great Wave. Our goal and our aspirations with inside of PXC is to drive AI through the organisation without having to do all the complicatedness in the background, and that's really super key for us, so we can focus on what we do well, is being a national tier 1 wholesale connectivity provider, and leverage the skills of our other partners and our other organisations that we deal with where we can. So yes, we see it as a brilliant relationship between us. All of our engineering teams really enjoy working with the platform, but most importantly, the actual team itself.